DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Jackson. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those
Got a little grass. He's brought down.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you narration volume set to 100.
Right at the 50-yard line. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Making side adjustments here. Play action. Here's Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Picks up the first down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Texas. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is exactly exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed, and that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we miss time...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got an open man. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go right back to him.
For some reason, it's making fit gaps that it wants him to fit. I don't know what's going on.
And I tell you what, this
like
offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And then my fucking receiver got the wide open pass when I yelled at it.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Manning. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch down the right side. Open spaces. And he got away from the defense.
Just press man.
Touchdown, Texas.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
You can tell me if you don't want to tell me something.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
I got really double mode. So just send the quarter off the edge. Cover 3 or man. And just send the corner. I don't know.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Here's Sayin to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, to say that this guy was...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that...
He just runs with the fucking Bo Jackson. That's it. That's his whole offense. It's inside zone. This is inside zone. My offensive line is not getting up to it.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Arch Madness throws to the back. Fire to the right, complete. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And a great job by the QB. Find the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch.
Maybe I'm overshooting my guy. That's probably what it is.
Get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Maybe I also need to take out my field. Like, I do have safeties in my
pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Brown. Maybe some room here. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over. Obviously, guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football. And, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. They know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into. And there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us
last year, I like how they really say like, oh, yeah, that player came from transfer.
We're expecting this running game to be elite.
Like when you put the ball with Cam Coleman, they say that shit. Should I try to jump ball with Cam Coleman this right now?
That's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit
more
guys to the line of
scrimmage.
Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Cam Coleman jump ball coming in.
Manning with a play fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and
I think triangle was wide open.
He had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Townsend.
I'm gonna try it again later in the game.
Inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I found me a new playbook though. This is Virginia's playbook. It's nasty. It's not. Really. I like Virginia playbook is mad creative. It has a whole bunch of like fun plays in there, but it also has like simple plays. You know me, I like simple shit.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
I'm gonna do that shift for the first time because he been coming out in different formations depending on what I come out in. So I come out in fucking bend doubles and it's shift to empty.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Why would you do that? Can I go from empty to doubles? Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I got my daughter sleeping on me right now, but at any second she could just...
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, Manning. Fires to the right.
Oh no, I
fucked it up, John. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
I tried to catch the pass. I should have just tapped it.
That's when the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Nice job by the defense. They're
running back wide
open
in the end zone. I just saw it.
Long in field goal range. They go so
I was already across
so
the field.
Everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Don't fight my linebackers in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll move the tight end. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
You could just run this shit.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right.
That's a fucking
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive, picked off, a rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now here's Sayin looking to scramble. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in down the sideline. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like, they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Saying, bringing the heat. Makes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the 1st. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spend the magic beat.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Tackle is made at the 24. That's the 1st down for the offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, say it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that was pretty good initial defense, man. I think they understood what he was trying to do, but that second play, the QB scramble, once he gets outside of the pocket, and then just the feel for the big fella to understand where to get to. They were on the same page and now set up with an awesome situation. 1st and goal for this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the left. Back's going for the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
No.
Fourth down and goal from the
One of my
3.
macros.
Can the defense get a stop? Fourth down, say it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
No way. What are y'all fucking doing, bro?
And we've got a shootout.
What are y'all doing?
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Yeah, he's going to be sick. This nigga Manning is overthrowing the fuck out of receivers. I've had Cam Coleman on the green 2 times now, and he's just overthrowing him.
Drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
They're my running backs out.
The run inside. It's Smothers.
Yeah.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards.
I'm not really. I like Brown a lot more.
Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like up front right now, this group just
Brown
win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond.
No way.
Or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Throwing Manning. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
He's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game. Gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown. And they take it in for 6 more points.
All the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Say it. Plucks it out of the air. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball.
Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking forward. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the number 23 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Jayhawks able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Early toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on
he just left it wide open. That's the reason I saw him.
Offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
He did cover over top of the safety.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running inside, it's Rodgers. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Saying to throw for it on 4th. He unleashes a long one.
Okay,
it's dropped, and what a end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Manning on play action. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Sayin back to the air. Gonna let it fly. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. Arch is going to throw for it. They're working that left side. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. No, no good. And this will stay a three-score game at 24.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down?
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Again, it's Saying. Oh, they're after him. Still looking. Moving out to the right. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Holds it in on the left. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And he go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Jackson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Julian Saying. On the run. Still looking. Swings it out to the flat. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Every fucking play he's leaving open.
4th down, Saying. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And I ran that bitch back in there.
He's loose. He's at
And
the
I ran
top.
that bitch back in there.
Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone.
He quit, thank God, because my daughter's getting mad. He just conceded. My daughter's getting angry. Thank God.